Hi everyone, it's Janice here. Just coming on to share a quick tutorial with you on how to use the Diamond Dyes Sugarplum Flowers dye. This is one of the new releases that Diamond Dyes came out with this past week. Very, very sweet set of dyes. You get 7 dyes in this set, and you can make, you know, all different sizes of flowers using this set. So I'm going to get started, and I'm going to show you the flowers that I made first. Sugarplum roses. This is the first one, and on this one I used just a smooth, lightweight cardstock. Isn't that precious? So shabby. Just love how these came out, y'all. I'm going to be using this dye set a lot to make these flowers. Okay, and then this one. This one is using a basil textured cardstock. Okay. And then the next 3 I'm going to show you, I used some of the new Prima double-sided Epiphany paper pad. And they are absolutely gorgeous. I am so glad that Prima started doing their papers double-sided so that we can make these kind of flowers, you know, with that paper. Love that. I think these flowers came out so super shabby. And then I made a smaller one. We're going to call this the medium. Isn't that cute? Love how these flowers came out. Okay, and then this one is the small that I made. And like I said, I used the double-sided papers with those. Okay, I'm going to show you how I made those right quick. What you will need, of course, you need your dyes from Diamond Dyes. This is the Sugarplum Flowers set. It's one of the new releases, and this is a 5-petal flower. Okay, and you will need some kind of a water mister, a spray bottle of sort. These are just some little hand sanitizer bottles that I had, after I used the hand sanitizer. I just filled them up with water. And then you'll need some sort of a push tool, stylus, or, this is one of the tools that was in that, well, it was in this right here, the Martha Stewart Floral Toolkit. I had shared this on a recent haul, and it had, let's say, 4 different shaped sticks in it, and I thought that they would be wonderful for making, very useful tools to use in paper crafting with making flowers. These are intended for the clay, that soft clay that she has, but I don't make clay flowers, but I thought that they would work wonderfully for the paper flowers, and so far they do. And this one right here works great, and I'm using this end at first, and then I'll use that end on the smaller ones. Okay, and like I said, or if you don't have something, with that big of a tip on it or end on it, you can use a stylus with, your stylus needs to have a pretty big head on it so that it doesn't, poke through your paper, because we are going to be wetting the paper. And another thing that I want to just point out really fast before I forget is, if you'll notice, when you wet, I don't know if y'all have ever, made flowers and wet the paper before, but after it dries, it gives it a different texture. It just makes it really a lot stiffer, and you're just going to love that. Okay, So what you do is you cut out 3 of the same size, two different sizes, 3 of each, actually. Boy, I've got me a glare, and I so apologize, y'all. I just don't know what to do about that. It's my mat, and my light's right up above me. You know, anyway, sorry. I'll put that black thing back here in a minute after I get these sprayed. Just spray them down lightly, not a lot of water. You don't need a lot. And then just pick them up. And what I'm doing is I'm taking it and just pushing it in like that, and just crumpling it up. And just roll it in your fingers. Put it down. Okay? Then go to your next one. Don't worry about getting it, you know, perfect or anything like that. Just, you know, they're going to be beautiful flowers. I love this dye. I'm so glad they came out with this dye that has the edges on it like that. I love that. Okay. Same thing with the smaller ones, just crumple them up. You can see how I did that. Alright, you just dry this off right quick. Okay, now I'll put this push pad back. Oh, I failed to mention that you will need some sort of a push pad as well whenever you do these flowers. Okay, let me get my pieces back up here. Okay, what you're going to do now is you're going to go ahead before they even dry and uncrumple or unfold. Sorry, unfold all 3 of your big ones and 2 of your smaller ones. And one of your smaller ones you're going to leave like that for the very center. Okay? So just carefully unfold them. Like I said, you know, you haven't drenched them. So, you know, you're probably not going to tear them apart as long as you know, don't get them excessively wet. But see how that does? You don't want to flatten it out. Just unfold it. Okay? Alright. And another thing, too, that I failed to mention on the list of things you need, you can use your hot glue gun if you want to. I'm just not very good with the hot glue gun, so I like to use the quick dry adhesive to put these together with. So... okay, and now just 2 of the small ones. Open up 2 of the small ones. Sorry, y'all, these small ones are just a little fumbly. And of course, you know I'm trying to hurry since I'm doing this tutorial. Okay. Alright, there we have all 5 of them. Now I'm just going to take this stylus tool and just kind of, you know, punch the centers of them to get your petals to come up. Nothing fancy, just punch down in the middle of it. That's why you need that push pad. Okay? Alright, now we're going to take our glue. Just go ahead and pick which one you want to be for your top one. I want this one to be my top one because it has more of the color of the pattern paper on it. So I'm going to choose that one for my top one. and this one for my bottom one. Just take and put a piece of a dot of glue right in the center, and then you want to off center your petals from each other. Offset, not off center, offset your petals from each other. And then just put your stick down in there, your stylus or whatever you're using, and just kind of hold it for a minute till your glue sets. And then repeat with your glue. And then go ahead and offset your last big one. Okay. Same thing. Just take your tool and just, you know, hold it down in there. Give it a good little press. And then I'll just kind of fumble around with this part as that's, you know, as I'm holding that. Nothing special, just, you know. Okay, now I'm going to put these two smaller ones together. Dot of glue. And offset those from each other. Okay. And I'm going to use the other end for this one. The other end of that stick, just smaller, no big deal. Okay, and then I'm going to take this and put it into the bigger one. So I'm going to put a dot of glue down in the bigger set. Okay, and then I'm going to put this down in there. And I'm going to take my stick and hold it. And then just kind of, you know, fumble around with it just a bit, just to shape it. Just hold it a second. And then I'm going to take this last little piece that we had, and since this is pattern paper, I'm going to just take it and kind of, you really don't have to do this, but this is just what I was doing, and just kind of fold out. Oops, sorry y'all. Sorry. I was off camera, and I just kind of folded out one of the little petals there, but you don't have to do that. Okay, and I'm going to put a dab of glue right in the center of this. And then I'm going to just stick that down in there and just kind of hold it with my thumb just for a minute, and you can even, you know, kind of press it down a little bit to okay, just to kind of flatten it. It's so pretty, y'all. These are beautiful shabby flowers. Just imagine this all stickled up, or you know, or like to make the white ones and use your sprays or your distress inks. Just, you know, so many things that we could do with these. So you definitely want to get over to Diemond Dyes and order the Sugarplum Flowers die so you can make some of these beautiful flowers. They are gorgeous. I wanted to tell you that if you go over to Diemond Dyes and order this die, you can use my coupon code Thanks Janice, and you'll get 10% off of your entire order. And also, if you spend $35 or more, you get free shipping, and that's just wonderful. Also want to go ahead and remind y'all of the monthly giveaway that Dee has over at Diemond Dyes. I'll have all the information in the description box below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye for now. Let me know if you like this video.